Let's talk a little bit about menus. The purpose of a menu is to make your database an application. Now, in other databases, they use typically web development technology or procedures such as HTML, JavaScript, cascading style sheets, etc. But Access provides you a way to create menus in a couple ways. The first way is through something called a Switchboard Manager that can normally be found under database tools. However, since Access 2007, they kind of took it off and it comes in as an add-in. So if you wanted to do it that way, this is how you do it. File, Options, Customize Ribbon, yeah, and you got to find it. So it's located under Commands, not in the ribbon, and you got to find it. So here it is, Switchboard Manager. Now on this side, what you have to do is you have to create a group. So I'm going to call it a new group. I'm going to click on Database Tools, New Group, and I'm going to give it a name, and I'm going to call it Switchboard. Yeah. So there it is. Then I'm going to go and add my Switchboard Manager to a switchboard. And that's it. Now when I click on Database Tool, now there's something called a Switchboard Manager. Now the Switchboard Manager works this way. The first time you do it, it's going to give you this message. And yes, it says this because you don't have one yet. So I'm going to click on yes. Yeah. And there's a main switchboard by default. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit that guy. And then I'm going to put in some new things. And the first one I'm going to put in is customer rental. And then I'm going to say open form in add mode. And I'm going to pick my form, customer rentals. Click on OK. I'm going to add a couple more. New. I'm going to put in rental table, rental form. Yeah. And I'm going to say open in edit mode. Add mode, sorry. And then I'm going to pick rental table, whatever. Yeah. So now when I close this and I open my switchboard, so now I have a switchboard form. So I double click on that guy and I have this, and I can open and I can close and I can open and I can close here because I didn't put my buttons yet. But that's a switchboard using Switchboard Manager. Now, I'm going to close this and I'm going to delete my Switchboard Manager just because I don't need it. So I'm going to delete, yes, and I'm going to delete my switchboard form. So what that does is that gets rid of them now. Now, the other way of creating a menu is by creating a form. So just like earlier when we talked about creating forms, I'm going to click on the Create Table, click on Form Design, and I have a blank sheet. Now, once again, what I want to do is I want to put some buttons on here to make it automatically open up customer rentals or the customer table wizard or whatever you name your form. So once again, I'm going to click on my button and draw a nice button here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Form Operations, and I'm going to say Open a Form. Click on Next, and I say, okay, I'm going to pick Customer Rental and Open Form Show All Records. I want a picture, or I can say Open Form, up to you. And then I'm going to click on Next and Finish. Let me put on a couple more. So I'm going to say here, I'm going to do, again, Form Operations, Open Form, and I'm going to click on Next. And this time I'm going to pick on the Customer Rentals, rental table. And then I'm going to do this and this. So now when I look at it, let's see if it works. Oh, there's a customer rental table, and I close this guy over here. Yeah, so again, well, maybe what we need to do is, the next time we do this, what we do is we put in some words inside here because it's kind of hard to understand. So I'm going to do that. This guy here, and I'm going to say Form Operations, Open Form, and I'm going to say Customer Table Wizard. That's probably not how we want to name it, but we finish. So here, when I go and view it, I didn't put in the name. Yeah, so you can put in here and it opens that guy. Now, other things that you can do with a wizard, okay, over here, you can go ahead and actually move this around again. You can line it up, shift, click. You can go and align them up, arrange, align, or size equal, horizontally, align to the top. Yeah. You can, if you wanted to, because it doesn't have names, what you can do is you can put in some labels like this, and you can type in, this is the rental table, and you can put in one more here. You can say, this is the customer table. Yeah, customer table, whatever it is. Yeah. So at least you kind of, got some look inside there. Yeah. So anyway, let's go look. Customer table, rental table. Oh, wrong one. Label it around. This is rentals. Sorry, rentals. Yeah. So, maybe I got to move this around a little bit. So no problem. Just move it around. Move it around. Move it around. Yeah. I'm going to make this a little bit wider. Yeah. And then, you can line it up. Shift, click. And you can arrange and you can align to the top. And you can space equal horizontally, whatever. Yeah. So you can do those kind of things with your forms, make it nice. You can put in a nice, you can put in a nice little title, labels, right? Put it over here and it's going to say, these are my um, menu. Whatever you want to do, you can make it. You can make it centered. You can make it all those kind of things. Yeah. So click on home, click on here, click here and make it centered. Yeah. You can change the font. You can make it bigger, 24. You can put some color behind it. I'm going to make it yellow, whatever you want to do so that it becomes viewable. And that's how you make a menu inside of Access.